Growing wildfire, how big the fire burning in Coryell County is right now, and how the heat is hampering the fight.
She was drenched in sweat and knew something was wrong.
No power, big problems in Mejia.
Stand by double open for developing to number 3.
It gets hot. The highest I had it at night is 104.
A dire decision. Pay the mortgage or pay the power bill.
Tell Adam
the
to just
woman
keep
says
an eye on
it's
that
as hot as
header.
100
20
degrees
seconds left
in
in
her
headlines.
house.
An excessive heat warning will continue through the weekend here in Central Texas. It pretty much includes everyone. Heat advisory across our southeastern counties in the orange. We could be looking at all-time record highs and a historic heat wave over the next 3 days. Your Central Texas News Now starts right now.
Wrong animation. Delay.
From the heart of Texas, this is Central Texas News Now.
All right, Jeff,
Mike's
so we're in the
push.
full screen right before you.
Developing right now, several firefighters injured while fighting that fire in West Temple tonight, and they were rushed to the hospital. The fire is burning near the area of West Adams Avenue and 317. That's in the western part of Temple. It started just this afternoon, and crews continue to battle it this evening. Our Jeff Bergeron has been following the fire since it started this afternoon.
Here, Jeff.
What's the latest?
Taking Jeff full. CG is in.
Well, we do have some good news to report related to this fire. It is now at 85 to 90% containment, which means that most of this fire has been contained. All residents have been told that they can return to their homes. So that is another piece of good news. Unfortunately, as you just reported, or as we just reported, 4 firefighters were sent to a local hospital. 3 with heat-related issues, exhaustion, 1 with a sprained ankle. So that is kind of the latest going on right now. It is still plenty hot out here. The firefighters are still working on some hot spots. The fire is actually located just beyond those homes behind my shoulder back here. They've kind of blocked off some local roadways, and there's been a lot of congestion and traffic out here, but a lot of volunteers are bringing water, bringing Gatorade, bringing food for some of the local firefighters, police departments, et cetera, et cetera. So it's still an ongoing situation right now, but for the most part, the fire has been contained.
We'll tag him and then go into Kendall's package on the Harmon fire. That package will be in C-124.
Possibility that the fire could spread just a tad bit more. For now, we're
on 3.
Jeff Bergeron, Central Texas News Now.
Thanks, Jeff. And we will have another live report coming up just after 6.
I'll talk to you in a little bit.
So stay with us. Meantime, another fire is burning right now in Coryell County, and residents are on alert that they may need to evacuate fast.
Charlie, kill Mike.
More than 48 hours, firefighters work non-stop to put out a massive grass fire in Coryell County that's already burned more than 1,000 acres.
We're looking at approximately 30% contained. This is a flexible number that is continuing to move up and down, and it is based upon the progress that we're making on each day.
Just to show the
Crews are using every resource necessary to ensure the fire doesn't pose more of a threat to people.
They brought out containers, and they're being able to cut fire lines for us with their bulldozers and their motor graders to be able to find some defensible spaces for us.
Residents urging County Road 140 and 142 to move.
I think that's what Myra was saying.
Okay, I'll add to that.
Yeah, it's like Gatesville Fire Department, I think.
Went to the computer. What's going on?
During that computer shot, I need you to get a 2-shot on camera 3 for weather.
No one is being forced out of their home yet, but officials want people to be ready to go at a moment's notice.
30 out here for this. Fashion for several days.
Voluntary evacuations or mandatory evacuations that are being ordered.
Okay.
So we want citizens to stay aware, because if we do a mandatory evacuation, it's going to be the expectation that they need to grab what they can and immediately leave.
About 10 hours.
First responders are prepared
This
to
will be the last shot coming
as
up.
long as it
10 Lindsay by on 3.
I anticipate that we will be on this location in some form or fashion for several days.
Open mic, she's up.
And this is how fast this situation is unfolding. Just minutes ago, Gatesville Fire Department are now asking people living on County Road 140 and 142 to evacuate. So once again, if you live on County Road 140 or 142 in that area, you need to pack up your stuff and go. And if you're ever wondering about where a fire is located in Texas or how much
Stand by Viz 3 animation to the 2-shot for weather. Stand by with
there
both
is a
mics.
map that you can look up to find that vital information. Now, once the website is up, you can scroll over fire icons to see the information on each one. Red icons mean it is an active fire, and non-red icons mean that fire is 100% contained. For a link to this website, just go to our website. It's KXXV.com.
Wrong animation.
That intense heat wave hitting out the region right now. is not doing firefighters any favors. In fact, you spotted a few more fires on our cameras.
Yeah, on the visible satellite picture,
Right.
I've seen another fire just break out in Hamilton County. So let's get to this. Let's start with our burn bans right now. And as you can see, burn bans continue for the vast majority of central Texas, and this is going to go on for a while. No appreciable rain in the forecast for the weekend, and with the high heat, low humidities, conditions are right for more wildfires. So do not burn anything outside, as that could be detrimental. Look at this.
Wait for Steph's package will be next. Package is 154.
And points to the west.
Standard out queue. Steph, Central Texas News Now. That package will be in.
You can see the fires on the satellite picture. This is looking here at the one that was west of Temple, also the one that was on Fort Hood, and you can see the Coryell one here where we do have some of those evacuations. And just here over the past few minutes, look at this smoke plume that just happened just west of Evan, close to the Mills County line. You can see the smoke plume right there. So another fire just breaking out close to Highway 84. So 4 fires ongoing right now. And an excessive heat warning will add insult to injury, as we could be seeing highs in excess of 110 degrees as we get away into the weekend. So if you're heading out this evening, it's going to be hot. Temperatures around 106 now will only fall into the mid-90s by 10. And south winds will be blowing at 5 to 15. We'll take a look at the potential for some historic heat coming up.
She's up.
Thank you. 1,100 homes in Mejia now have their power back on after a power outage that left folks without electricity for hours. The incident happened after an 18-wheeler snagged wires on a utility pole in a residential area. As Stephanie Escobar explains how those affected managed on a day with scorching temperatures.
Delta, come
The
on.
First Baptist Church of Mejia opened a cooling center for those without power. Other families affected found places with air conditioning to stay cool. Rachel Dabney and her family spent most of the day at a friend's house after an eventful morning on Ross Avenue.
Church came and they said,
the package before
he's
you
pulling
mic check.
the wires and just stretching them all the way to halfway down the house.
A surprising sight for her nephew Hayden.
I was super scared and I was super shocked.
Other neighbors like Harvey Harrison didn't see the 18-wheeler clip
Hunter's
overhead wires
her
attached
closing live
to a
hit,
utility pole
she'll
before
tag out
5 in the
and
morning,
wipe straight
but
into
it
that full
felt
screen, and
when
that'll be
the
you
power went
reading.
out.
I woke
That'll
up
be you reading the white full screen, A25.
Looked outside and all one trucks.
Hunter's going to close out her hit, and then we're going to wipe straight to the graphic.
Minute left and look live.
Like most of the
standard out
1100
queue.
Encore customers initially affected by the feeder outage.
In any instance, we want to have our customers restored as quickly as possible. No matter what the weather conditions are.
But Dabney's home was one of 6 without power until mid-afternoon.
They're not equipped to be in a really hot house. The main concern was them and to get them where it's a little bit cooler.
And as tree cutting companies worked to remove the brush from the wires, and Encore crews worked to replace the damaged utility pole, the Dabneys stayed inside to avoid being outside in the extreme heat.
Especially being
the last shot, then we'll go back
how
out.
it is. I don't want them to end up having a heat stroke and something really bad happen.
Utility companies have been here throughout the day. The power was restored to all customers by 3 in the afternoon.
I'm out. Stand by, Lindsay,
In
on 3.
Mejia, Stephanie Escobar, Central Texas News Now.
Mejia police cited the driver of the 18-wheeler for not following an approved truck route, which can carry a fine of up to $500. In more news tonight, a Killeen woman is like countless others in Central Texas, battling the heat, but with no air conditioner. Hunter Davis joins us live now from Killeen, and Hunter, that woman is now asking for help to keep cool.
Hunter's full.
Hey Lindsay, Peggy
Package will be in A.
has
Package
lived
is
in her home
134.
since 2005.
Non-standard
She
out
said
queue. I'll
she's
get to that in
always
a
tried to
minute.
stay on top of her bills, but with the recent heat, her utility bill is now 3 times what it usually is, and she says that with the loss of a program that used to help people in her situation, she can no longer afford to run her AC.
Alpha, come in.
Your time.
And it's 12 o'clock.
Yeah, just the one for this woman.
And that 88-degree temperature is inside her home.
It gets hot. The highest I had it at night is 104 in this house. That's between 7 and 9 when the heat all comes down, and it's really, really scary.
That fear is something Collins can't afford to get rid of. Peggy Sue
We're
Collins has
super
battled
over, so I
multiple
killed
sclerosis for over
29 through
30 years
34.
and
I'll
hasn't
move
been
those
able
down.
to work since
And
2008.
T1B is also
She
down.
receives
Mid left in this pack.
$780
Again,
in
out
disability
Q,
income every month
non-standard,
to
it's going to be
survive.
they deserve
An
to be
income
here.
that can no
So,
longer
yeah, just a
support
heads
her
up,
and
we'll
her
have
family.
this
The bill for the
close
next
out with this
month
story, heat
is going to
safety
be
tips, and then teases.
30301.
That's Peggy Sue's utility bill.
I never in my life had to ask for help. I always worked hard.
40 out.
But now she is asking. Collins says she used to get assistance through a program called Light Up Texas, but that
After
program
center tag,
ended last
we'll
August.
go straight to a graphic, and then we'll have one more story before the tease. We'll just leave it
It
on
was
camera
still
3.
not much, and I was still struggling, but it helped about $80 to $100 off my bill.
Stand by
And without that help,
Stand by,
and with each passing miserable day, Peggy Sue's
She has a
struggle
pause. She
continues
says, I live my
for
life,
her,
but they deserve
her
to be here.
grandson, and even
10
her
out.
rescue pets.
About my animals and my grandson. Me, I'm old, you know, I lived my life, but they deserve to be here.
Runners up.
And Collins wasn't the
Stand by,
only
full
one
screen in two.
affected by the program's end. According to the Public Utility Commission, they say an estimated 700,000 people were impacted. That's households instead of people, just to put that into perspective for you. And as of now, Collins is $400 behind on her utility bill, which means her power is in jeopardy of being turned off by next week. She did say, though, that she's working with her utility company to prevent that from happening. Reporting live in Killeen, Hunter Davis, Central Texas News Now.
Open this mic.
All right, Hunter,
Take
great
2.
job.
Collins is behind on her bill. State
So my
utility
camera's
authorities
3.
say it may be illegal for companies to disconnect her service as long as heat advisories are in effect. The Public Utility Commission of Texas says electric providers may not cut off your power during extreme weather emergencies, and providers must offer customers a deferred payment plan. And we reached out to that commission to see if this weather does in fact qualify as a weather emergency. If you are in a situation like Peggy Sue, we have a link to help you learn your rights on our website at KXXV.com. As we prepare to deal with this unbearable heat for at least the next couple of days, we wanted to give you a heads up on how to tell between heat exhaustion and heat stroke. The symptoms of heat exhaustion are heavy sweating, rapid pulse, dizziness, fatigue, cool, moist skin with goosebumps when you're in the heat, muscle cramps, nausea, and headache. When heat exhaustion isn't cared for, heat stroke can follow. Heat stroke is the most severe of the heat-related illnesses and can lead to death if not treated. On top of high body temperatures, symptoms include nausea, vomiting, flushed skin, rapid breathing, and heart rate, or altered state of mind. Experts say you should seek professional help to avoid permanent injury or death. Experts also say if you or someone around you is showing any of these symptoms, take them out of the heat immediately. Remove or loosen tight clothing and mist the body with cool water. You can place ice packs in the armpits or groin, and most importantly, rehydrate. Drink plenty of water and avoid drinks that contain alcohol, caffeine, or a lot of sugar.
She's up, music.
Still ahead tonight, leading the Lions.
Open match
More
mic.
on the hometown hero just hired as Waco's next head football coach.
Yeah, that's up.
And if it makes you feel any better, we're not the only ones dealing with the intense heat. Most of Oklahoma down through North Texas into West Texas seeing a lot of the heat. And could we get to 110 tomorrow, Sunday, and Monday? Let's talk about it coming up.
Kill mic, music full. 3, 2, 1. Master fade, take it.